Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Rob Barrington here, and I am back for a long overdue return to the weekend game analysis. And I am looking at board number one in our weekend game, and we see that our partners opened one club, and this is our hand. So here is how I'm going to do this going forward. I'm gonna be down the middle completely for the first half of the event at least, and I'll try to stay very, very normal throughout my process here to just kind of do things that I would expect you to do in a realistic bridge game. I might later in the tournament manipulate some of the robots if given an opportunity, and I will make kind of normal robot-y type decisions throughout this tournament just to kind of give you guys a roadmap to success hopefully in the future. So let me jump in, and I've added a couple little gadgets to kind of play around with as we're playing and defending. So I hope you guys like these, and these are kind of just came from the courses that I've been doing in those complete guides. So some of you have seen these, and if you haven't, check them out. These are really a lot of fun, and you can get a lot out of it. So here, our partner opens a club. We're just going to bid one spade. Now, I will tell you that there won't be a lot of pros playing in this one because the World Championships are going on. I mean, maybe sometimes if they're at the bar late at night or at a certain time, they might play it. But I would guess they're way too focused on the task at hand to be part of this. But here, I would say this is a spot where pros would operate, and they would just bid 3 no trump. And this is good for good and bad. You know, it's good if you're right? If partner has kind of a balanced hand, especially when they don't have a spade fit, you've obscured that, and a lot of times you'll buy a lead like that. You'll buy a spade lead. But here, I don't want to do anything weird. I'm just going to be normal. And now we found our fit. This is very nice because we know we don't belong any higher, obviously. Now we can maybe try a 3 no trump bid, which would be, hey, partner, I'm willing to play no trump in this case if you are as well. And this is a nice match point choice. The problem is our heart suit leaves a lot to be desired, but if partner has a reasonable heart holding, we're okay in this situation. So here with 14 opposite an opening hand, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to give 3 no trump a try. I will tell you this: the robot almost always corrects, right? So when they don't, it's probably right to play 3 no. And here it is. We're playing 4 spades, so we haven't done anything kind of out of the ordinary here, or at least we're not playing a weird. Oh wow, they make a good choice to kind of correct to 4 spades because they have a stiff diamond, but they happen to have the perfect heart holding for us here. So this might have been slightly better than no trump, but we don't care. We're going to be normal. We're very happy. This is the contract we would want to be in normally. So we're playing 4 spades, and let's just take a quick peek and think about what we know. We know nothing about the opponent's hand, so we're not going to be kind of writing anything in yet, other than the fact that the ace of hearts is where? It is in this player's hand just because of the lead itself, right? So one quick rule here for you all, and this is pretty normal stuff. When you see 2 cards that are exactly the same, right? You have the queen and the king, and they make a lead. You're almost never, ever going to play the card that's in the dummy first, right? You want to give this player a chance to do what they're going to do. If they play the jack, amazing, right? They're kind of helping us or getting us to the point where we're setting up the whole suit. If they play the ace, equally amazing, right? The only thing we're worried about on a lead like this is a ruff coming to this hand, okay? So at this point, we're super happy, and we're going to count our losers. And at this point, we have 1 heart loser. We have no diamond losers as long as we can ruff one of those over there, set up something over here in this hand. The club suit is the suit that we rate to have the most losers in, and this is going to depend on the location of the ace, right? If the ace is here, leading towards this, king is going to be producing two losers. But if the ace is here, we're only going to have 1, right? So at this point, we're going to understand the heart position right away. And also we have a spade loser if the suit doesn't divide evenly as well. So here we're just going to play low. There goes the ace. Okay, boom. We're halfway to setting this entire suit up. Ooh, we don't mind this other than the fact that maybe this is the start of a rough position for our opponent here. They led the 9, whatever. We have no choice. Oh, very nice. Okay, so let's see if the spade suit is breaking. Let's just take a quick look and make sure we're not missing anything. Our diamond position is going to be very nice. We don't even necessarily have to rough this diamond. We might be able to pitch it on a heart over there. But as long as the spades are going to be dividing evenly, we should be okay here. So we're going to play a low spade to the king. The interesting, if we saw the jack or the 10 to our right, we have a way to kind of solve this position. This is a nice thing to see. And now it's Claim City, folks. Notice that I'm going to claim this, but just so you know, I have these nice 2 diamonds over here that can pitch. I don't have to pitch both these clubs. I can rough one of them because the suit's going to divide evenly. I can pitch one of those, and we are home free, folks. Don't even need to look for anything else. So there's our claim. Interesting on this one. I would love to see the pros, and let's go to the results screen here. I would love to see some of the pros here if they were going to play this one, go one club 3-0 and see heart to the ace and then a club through, right? Or just a club lead on this one, and maybe they end up getting a few more clubs on this one. So here, we're happy to be in 4 spades making 5. We would kind of, I don't know, I kind of expect to see 3-0 making 5 in some spots, but whatever. That's just the way this tournament's going to work. Here we go, folks. 14 flat. You would never upgrade this hand in any situation. You're going to open a club, and this is pretty good for the robots. You like opening your weakest minor here because you're hoping to avoid a lead, right? So if you open a club, you're going to see this exact auction, and it's the best ever. You're going to just pass and be very happy that you're in what looks to be a really good contract. Ooh, take a look, folks. You probably saw this already, but count your winners. What are you looking at here? This lead is wacky, obviously. Robot special. So you have 3 hard winners, which is sick right now. On their opening lead, you've created 2 extra tricks. So there's 3 heart winners, and that's it. That's your only winner count. However, you have an embarrassment of riches in the black suits here. You just need to knock out the ace in both those suits. And as long as you're getting some sort of friendly distribution and or card placement, you're going to just take 3 tricks in both of those suits. And this is the lay of the land in one no trump, right? You're going to always start with your count of winners, right? And we just said, well, 3. But then the second step is where are our extra tricks going to come from? And here it's clear. It's in clubs and spades. We're going to play both of these suits. First off, let's win our ace of hearts and create our extra tricks. And now we're just going to play a low club to the queen. Here, I like to be just leading towards my other honors. And the cool thing is, when I play low to the king here, if I don't see the ace, I'm now going to start playing spades, right? So we have 2 choices here. Once we get 1 club trick, we can get at most so many more, whereas when we start with spades, we have just a higher ceiling at that point. So here, let's see what, oh, wow. Well, the 10 is just amazing. We love seeing that. Oh, this is beautiful. And now let's get to the business of breaking spades. And we're going to do this before we play clubs, folks. And the beauty of this is now they can either clear hearts or try to break diamonds. They're not going to be sure what's right. And then once we have all these tricks set up, we will just get to the business of taking them. So here I'm still going to lead a spade. And there we go. There's a spade to the ace. Okay. Here comes a club. And now, folks, we get to the business of just playing our clubs. And the weird thing is we can test spades now, right? We can play the king of spades, and that might actually not be the worst thing. But no, we can always exit a spade later. We might have to play a low diamond from this position, but we're already gonna have a lot in the bank. And here, we like seeing that. Obviously, the 8 of spades gets pitched. We know the spades are breaking. 8 of clubs, make sure not to pitch your winning spade over there. And now you play a low spade to the king. You know the 7 of spades is good because you're counting or paying attention. Here comes the queen of hearts, and this is the only bad part here. But it's a part that we didn't want to mess around with to begin with. We might have lost more than the tricks we're going to take. If the ace is over here to our left, we're doing well. And there it is, folks. And if it's a queen as well, yeah. So we never really had a chance to take that trick. So we're super happy to see that. Looks like we took the maximum on this, which is 1 no trump making 3. And this is just a classic auction, right? 1 club, 1 no. Thank you, partner. Let's play 1 no trump with this flat hand. And they just never got off to their best lead, even though a diamond wouldn't have been that great either, right? They would get the same 2 diamond tricks they received. And what else are they taking, folks? Maybe they get a little bit more of a heart position through, but now we just get to the business of setting up our tricks, right? Plus 150, we'll take it. I hope those are the 2 scores you started with, or better. Here, this next hand, oh, it's almost the exact same hand as we saw on the last one, except it's 15, right? So here, and oh, excuse me, sorry, we have a 5-card club suit. I'm like it was in space here, so this is a very nice hand, much better than the last one. 1 no trump. Here we go, and beautiful. This is a 1 no trump day. We like this. Now, I wish. Oh my goodness, my only wish is the bridge-based robots would actually play real bridge on defense. But this 5 of club lead, who the heck knows what this is, right? We know we have 9 clubs, which is nice. All right, so here I'm gonna play low and just see what this right. Well, no, I guess we could play the 9 here, and here, yeah. Now we know exactly what's going on. We're going to see this, and obviously, right? This was not a surprise to see a club in and then a diamond through. Make your play, folks. Or what did you do when you were playing this? Did you play low? Did you play the king? The correct answer here, folks, is you just have to play the king, right? If the ace is to your right, you're going to take this trick. If the ace is to your left, are they going to play it if you play low? The answer is clearly not, right? So here is your chance to take a trick, and it's gone. So now it's probably going to go queen. Ooh, they played low. Maybe this is the start of some goodness for us. Wow, they definitely did not play this correctly. they thought their partner had the 9, which I guess you can't blame them, right? Take a look at the last trick. I mean, they led the jack, right? So here, or excuse me, I guess I can't see the last trick. I've just played this one. They led the jack, right? So they looked like they were smothering that 10 in dummy that was stiff over there, and now their 9 was going to promote. So I think West, as the robot, was probably doing the right thing. Their partner just kind of bamboozled them a little bit there. Now here's the question: what do we do? Well, here we should know we have a club entry at some point. It's either going to be right now when we cash this, or it's going to be after we play the queen. And the only reason we want to get over here is to plunk down that queen of spades over there. Wow, they pitched a diamond, so they're guarding some stuff over there to our left, which might be the king of spades, to be honest. We play the queen of spades, and here's the deal. We have to kind of know where we are at this point. We did see them pitch a diamond, but how many diamonds did they have together? 10. That's a lot. and here, if we let them win, right, they stand to take their diamonds, right, and they're going to take a couple hearts as well, right? So picture 2 hearts, and how many are left? 2 hearts and 2 diamonds at a minimum is 6 tricks for them, which means we might be able to make 1 if everything is right. But think also about this. What are we going to pitch on the diamonds that they're going to be winning? Well, you're going to see a problem. On 1 diamond, we could pitch a low spade, I guess. Right? Or we could pitch the jack of spades, which is not a winner. We can't pitch any hearts, and we have a club winner in our hand. So here, we have to either say, I want to make this, and I'm going to try at all costs to take 7 tricks, which means I'm going to play low here and hope this wins. Or we have to play for exactly 6 tricks. And here's how you make this decision, folks. I know this is kind of a long-winded answer, but this is why we're doing this sort of stuff. Are you in a good contract is the first question you ask yourself, and the answer is absolutely yes. Right? You've opened 1 no trump with a flat hand and a 1 all pass. So you're going to be in the same contract as everyone else. Are you going to get the same lead? Yeah, sure. Right? Did we do anything super weird yet? No, we saw club to the ace and diamond through. Right? So we've done everything and we've scored that diamond trick. So the question is, how will everyone else meet this hand? And it seems like we're going to be in almost the exact same spot if we play it this way. So the other part of this is, what does the robot usually do when we play an honor? Well, they almost always cover an honor with an honor. So here, all of this being considered, and I could be totally wrong, and I'm going to make mistakes in this clearly, right? So here, my thought process is, I think that the king is to my left for sure. It also looks like they're guarding everything over there because they've pitched a diamond, even though they could just be getting this wrong as well. But I'm just not willing to risk going down more than this, right? So I'm going to play my ace. I'm going to cash my club. And there they've pitched a heart. And now we saw the 10 over there, I guess, so we'll just play the jack. And there the king was wrong. And notice, here are the tricks they would have taken. And our question is, what the heck would we have pitched on all of these diamonds? And here we eventually have to just start pitching. Oh, the diamonds are to our right, actually, because lefty had pitched. It looks like they had 5 each, I guess. And they both had a heart there that we compressed there. So I think minus 50 rates to be okay. But again, I have no idea. This is always, we're always guessing what's right here. But look at this. Let's just take a look at double dummy, see if we had any chances here. We're supposed to be down 3, it looks like. That's what that number is. So here, boom, boom, there's that. And we get to play low. And now it goes diamond, king, ace. And here we are, folks. We should be down 3 if they just play the queen of diamonds. But their partner, their partner kind of said, hey, I have that 9 of diamonds by putting that jack on the table. But here, now we get to see it go 8 low to our 9. And here we have to recognize, in a realistic game, we would clearly recognize, okay, I'm ahead of the field, right? Because in the robot tournament, we know the robots at the other table, right? In a real situation, we know some of those Wests are getting that right, okay? So in this case, or maybe some of the Wests are leading a diamond also, which is bad for us, right? But here, in this case, we kind of know the mark at the other table, so we're not worried. All right, let's go to number 4 here. It's kind of a fun set of deals so far. Not too much going on. I kind of like that we're playing down the middle because it's been good for us. 1 club, 2 clubs. This is the inverted minor suit raise. And here, this is a spot where we know the opponents have this hand. And why do we know this? Well, let's just take a look at the points for East and West here, right? So if East and West have their bids, whoops, didn't need those counting slides there. If East and West have their bids, we just have our opening hand here, which will give them about 12. And this is a little bit distorted because this points we're giving for East is based on the fact that they have a fit in clubs. So here, though, we do know they have at least 22, and we have 14. Boom, boom. That is 36 points. How many does partner have? Well, that's it, right? They have about 4 points. What are we doing here? Are we going to get in and force partner to bid at least the 2 level with this hand? I would say heck no, not with this shape, especially 3-3 in the majors. When I double a minor suit, I want to have 4-3 in the majors at least. So we give ourselves the best shot at these. Or I just want to have a really good hand like this, except higher value, right? So if I were going to double with this sort of shape, I better have a much better hand. So here, I think it's fine just to kind of keep your shape and your values out of this auction. All right, this 2 heart bid was just an attempt to play no trump, right? Look at that. East bid 2 no trump, saying, hey, I can probably stop the other suits, and it went 3 no trump. Very cool stuff. This is good for us. Okay. Now we're defending 3 no trump, folks, and it's your choice of leads. What do you do here? And this is a very appropriate choice here. I just finished, after some technical glitches that were just maddening, I just finished posting the defense course, which has a heavy opening lead component to it. And this is a really interesting choice that we get to have on this one if we've had this auction. I don't know what would have happened if we chose to double. That probably would be bad considering they bid a game against us. One thing we should absolutely understand is that partner has what? Right, the opponents and let's just take an easy route here. Now, the opponents aren't always going to be right, but I would say when they bid 3-0, and if they look like reasonably good players, you would expect them to have at least 25 or 26 points, right? How many do you have? Well, you have 14, which means partner has donuts, right? Nothing. So here, the question is, do we make a somewhat aggressive lead of a diamond? Or do we just make a passive lead of a club here? I think those are the 2 choices I would be thinking of. The hearts and spades I'm staying away from. Now, notice they did not actually bid a major, but here we know partner has nothing. So even if partner has a long, spade or heart suit, how are we getting to their hand to actually, realize the amount of tricks that they have? The only way is, like, if they have, 6 spades or something, and we can actually get rid of 2 of their spades early. Again, unlikely, and also we probably will get a chance to figure that out in a moment, right? So here, I don't know. It's hard not to lead a diamond here, but I don't have anything other than king, queen, 10, 4, right? I wish I had the 9 or the 8 or some other card here. My choices in diamonds would be to lead the 4 or to lead the queen or the king, right? I don't necessarily want my partner to unblock if they have the jack, so I would probably lead the king. And here, I expect to be end played at some point anyway. And at some point, they're also going to be setting up one of these major suits maybe for some tricks, not more than 3 or 4, right? Because we should know West opened a club, so they have maximum 4 of a major, and this that's no major suits, right? So I expect everybody to be kind of balanced here. So maybe a club is pretty good because we'll give them their tricks in that suit, and then they have to come to us in these other ones. And that's kind of, I'm just getting to that moment here where I'm ready to lead a club, right? I don't want to be as aggressive with a diamond, and maybe later we can be more aggressive. We have 2 entries. We're going to have a lot of bites at this apple. I'm just leading the jack of clubs. Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened there? Partner had the ace of clubs. Did I miscount this hand or something? 8, 10, 13. Or did the robots just bid way too much, I think. Jack, king, ace for partner. So now we're getting a little bit of information here, and I think I know what's going on. So let's look at dummy, right? Dummy ended up on this one having, let's see, 4, 6, 7, and they played the king. So they had 12 points, right? We had 14. Right, so there's 12, and there's 14. And we know that, I don't know, East over there has something like that number of points. And their shape is very likely to be, you know, I don't know, 4 clubs. In fact, probably 5 clubs because of the shape that they have there. And our partner did win the ace and just fired through a diamond. Who knows? They could have an extra one here. We know they have at most 3 of these. Now, these aren't a number that we can take to the bank, but they're at most 3-3 in those suits. And they have some number of diamonds here. But here, if this makes sense, right, we had 14, left-hand opponent had 12, right-hand opponent has 10 points, right? If this is the number of points, I guess partner could have the ace of clubs. These are exact high card points. So that may exactly be what's happening. But here I would expect East to definitely have 5 clubs and maximum of 3-3 in those majors. We'll come back and we'll kind of keep filling this in as we go. Whoops, we don't need that one. So let's take that out of the mix there, folks, and let's just make our play. Our partner's making a great lead here. They're leading the 7 of diamonds, which should just suggest that they don't want this suit return, but we don't care. We're going to play the 10 here. And now the question is, what do we do? Well, if we think our right-hand opponent has exactly 10 points, if they have 5 clubs and 4 diamonds, I guess they would still bid 2 clubs. We know they have all the points, right? We know they didn't have the ace of clubs. So righty has to have the queen of spades, the king of hearts, that's 5 points. The ace of diamonds is 9. And maybe they have the jack of diamonds, maybe they don't. But I would guess they're more likely to be 5-3-3-2, right? That when we know one of them has exactly 5 in a suit, we should expect them to most of the time, if without any extra information, they would be 5-3-3-2 most of the time. So we're going to hope that this is what's happening. I don't know. Partner played 7-4. They wouldn't have done this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. There we go. All right, so we'll just duck this, hope they get it wrong. They got it wrong. My goodness, we led the jack of clubs. How did they get this wrong? All right, so there's our 10 of clubs. There's our 4 of diamonds. What do we do now, folks? Well, it doesn't matter. We know we just have tricks here. So are we going to take any extra? How many clubs do they have to take? I didn't look. Did they have 5 clubs? Did they even play a club next? I can't remember. Did I see anything on this last trick? All right, they pitched a club. All right, so they have at most 1 club trick to take. Could we get an extra spade trick? Yeah, maybe. Let's try that. All right, maybe they've pitched down enough to make this beneficial for us. Well, they definitely crunched that together. No dice. No, they just have their 8 of clubs and their good heart over there. All right, so we did very well here, though. We beat this thing 3 tricks for plus 300. And here it looks like a diamond lead would have been terrible for us. Our passive choice was a shock for partner to actually have that ace of clubs. But here, in this case, you know, it's just a spot where passive is good. We know partner doesn't have much. And passive ended up... First of all, when we play the jack and it goes king ace and then it goes low club and he doesn't take the club finesse later, I mean, he's kind of playing the math. And maybe we would just make the passive jack small lead, but I don't know. The robot had chances to do better. Well, we're very happy. So far, so good. And by the way, this might be proving that down the middle in a tournament, is going to be the way to score well. But I guess we won't know until we see the results here. Halfway through, and let's see, 24 minutes. This is probably the longest I've taken to play this tournament. I'm usually done about 8 minutes ago or more. Oh, pass a heart, and here we go. What are you doing, folks? Yeah, you're passing. You're passing. You have nothing to do with this hand. Your shape is wrong. If partner opened a spade, you would double, right? Much easier choice because you at least have 3 places to play. When you double a heart, partner's getting a bit of spade like 98% of the time in this spot, so you can't be in there with this hand. And now you're seeing this again in a different way. This is the second time in the tournament. We have the best hand, and we are hiding it because there's no reason to get in. And now defensively, the opponents have no idea what's going on. These are really advantageous situations sometimes. And wow, look at this hand. Beautiful stuff here. So when a heart, a spade, 2 diamonds. So let's see. What do we expect to see in that west hand, right? What do we expect to see in that west hand over there? Well, you saw it go a heart, a spade, 2 diamonds, 3 spades, right? So definitely 6 spades, right? We don't know about the heart suit, and we're not sure about anything else in their hand. But what do we know about the values in their hand, folks? What else do we know about this player's hand on this auction, the West player? Yeah, so here, this is kind of what you would expect over there, right? A 6-card spade suit and about 11 points, right? Something around like this. We expect this player to also have 2 or less hearts, right? So in this case, we don't expect them to have any more than that because they never supported hearts on this hand. Let me get the auction out of the way for you. All right, so West has, something like this. At most, not 3, 2, but could be less than 2, could certainly have a fewer than that. And here, partner's leading a diamond. What is this lead? Well, I mean, if it's a singleton, we should know West has 3 diamonds. This might be kind of solving their position over there. So let's find out. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to play the 8, right? We're going to play the lowest that we can afford to play. There's the king, and now it goes spade to the king. Interesting, right? They're drawing trump right away. So this means that they don't really fear, or they don't need to ruff clubs. And why might they not need to ruff clubs? Well, because they just have tricks. And let's see what they might have. If we saw them play the king of diamonds, so we know that partner has the queen, or at least it's very likely partner has the queen, right? We started with 7, 9, 13 points. Dummy had only 11, and lefty has about 11 as well. So that's 22 total in their hands, and we had 13. Right, that's 35. So partner has about 5 points. 2 of those look like they're the queen of diamonds. Where's their other? Well, I mean, I hope it's not the queen of clubs, and maybe that's it. Maybe lefty has a 12 count. I don't seem like they wouldn't. It seemed like they would gain force with that in 6 spades. We also know partner has 2 spades. Maybe they do have, the jack of spades over there. So I guess lefty just could have king, queen, tight of hearts, right? Just draw some trump, lead a diamond to dummy. And it's terrible for us, by the way. If lefty has king, queen of hearts, we know hearts are breaking, right? I have 3 hearts. Dummy has 5, means partner has 3, right? So here, this is a really tough spot. Maybe we want to play a spade and the ace of clubs and tap dummy. No, that's not really going to help us out. It's just going to hasten our demise here. It stinks that lefty has 6. Oh, you know what? No, we can't do that either. I guess we have to play a spade and a diamond, right? We need to knock out the ace of diamonds entry, but still he's going to have a club ruff as an entry. It's messed up. Huh. I messed up. I don't know if there's any really way we can do this except hoping partner has an honor in hearts, or hoping partner's just roughing this diamond, right? So here we'll just tell partner to lead. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. And now they're leading a 7 hearts. Notice we can duck this. Right, it's going to go king, and it looks like they had king, queen, tight over there. So let's just update our count situation. Right now we know this is going on. We can also expect that right? That seems like that's their shape at this point, right? Now we confirm because partner did rough, so they did have 6 spades to our left, and it seems like they have to have king queen. Oh, they did have the queen of diamonds. Yeah, duh. So they don't have to have king queen of hearts. Excuse me. In fact, they probably don't. They probably have like king X or something like that. There goes a club pitch. There goes the yeah. Okay. So they actually had even more shape. They had 3 clubs and only 1 heart, unless I miscounted, which is quite possible as I'm talking a mile a minute here. There we go. Yeah, there it was. All right, so 6, 1, 3, 3 rather than 6, 2, 3, 2. Right. There's how we count, folks. All right, let's take that off the board. There we go, and let's get to the next hand. Number 6. Wow. 22. Let's open 2 clubs and rebid 2 no. Notice this hand, same recipe always. Even with more shape, you kind of want to get to 2 no as this hand as quickly as you can so that you can start this process, right? When it goes 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no, the auction restarts. And here we are, folks. We are in a Stayman situation. Partner's asking about our 4-card major. Notice this is even more important to have Stayman and transfers available because our hand is so strong, right? We can't afford to have this in the dummy, and we want to avoid that at all costs. So partner bids 3 clubs. We show our hearts first. When you're 4, anytime you have 4 hearts, you show your hearts, right? And if you bid 3 spades, you would be denying hearts. And here, don't get excited, folks. A lot of people see this hand and think they need to be the one in control. Notice you've shown 22 to 24 points and 4 hearts. And partner said, I can play game, right? This is a 2-player game, not a 1-player game. You're out, right? If partner should have bid more, you talk to them very, very nicely after the hand. All right, here it goes. 4 hearts. Looks like our losers are a spade, possibly a diamond here, and maybe a rough in spades. This spade lead is always a little terrifying. We shouldn't expect the queen of spades to be to our left, you would think. So here we are certainly going to be taking advantage of this. We're going to draw a trump. There's no reason not to. This hand is basically going to come down to a couple of situations. We're going to take a spade finesse first, and then we're going to figure out what to do with those diamonds as well. All right, so here I can do this in kind of any order. 9 of spades. There we go. We'll play the jack, and we know we're breaking spades, by the way, because right-hand opponent pitched a spade. And now we'll play a low diamond. And how do we get to that dummy? Well, our entry was always there in a club rough. And now we just plunked on. I like just play the queen of diamonds just to get it over with. Yeah, there we go, robot. There we go. We could play low to the jack there, obviously. It doesn't matter. We're only taking 2 tricks, right? And there it is, 480 for that one. Very simple one. I don't well, let's come back to that. This one I expect to just be very normal, right? And I forgot to take a look at this last one, number 5. There wasn't anything we could really do here, right? In fact, we did the best we could on the diamond lead, it looks like. Yeah, partner just needs to get their rough. And that's a match point situation, folks, right? But when partner gets their rough, they get more match points, right? And when partner doesn't, the opponents make one more trick and you get punished in the score, right? So here, it feels like we're doing okay so far. This hand is sick. Wow. So this is not a preemptive hand, and I want to focus on one concept with this hand before we play it. When you see a hand like this that is better than a preempt, you're trying your best to play what contract, and when it's a minor suit, it's not diamonds. You're trying to see if you can play 3 no trump, right? So, and it's because you have 8 tricks in your hand. You have 8 tricks in your own hand without any help from partner usually. So if partner has 1 trick, or if you just end up getting a trick on the opening lead, you can elope with a whole bunch of no trump tricks. So the way we start is just opening naturally, and here's how we end. We just bid 3 no trump, and this is great. The robot actually understands this. I want to show you. Here's the auction. Solid 7-card diamond suit and 12 to 22 points. So look at this auction, folks. This is why you hear me harping on this, and especially if you've taken any of my my directed lessons, you're hearing me say 1-1 2 no is always 18-19. So you never bid 3 no trump with your game forcing hands, your 19-point hands, because 2 no trump is there for you, right? That's what that bid shows. 18-19 balanced. 1 banana, 1 something, 3 no is I think I can take 9 tricks, partner, which is exactly what we need it to be, which is why this is a beautiful situation. And the opponents have given us maybe an opportunity for extra tricks here. So we're gonna give them a false card here, and yeah, okay. The problem is we have a lot of pitches to make. All right, so those clubs are good over there, which is great. Love that. We don't have an entry, unfortunately, right? I have to play the ace of diamonds, and now we're just going to run diamonds. We might have to pitch winners away, and here we're just going to start running, because notice if we leave this hand, we are never getting back. We could have gotten a dummy right there. We could have played a low diamond to the 10 and cashed 2 clubs, but guess what we can't cash? The rest of our 6 diamonds. So this is a much better trade-off for us. And now we're just going to delicately throw away our cards till we get down to a position where we have to make a choice, right? There's hearts, and spades. There's some spades. So here, I'm going to pitch a winner, right? And notice the opponents are as well, right? They kind of have to protect, and they know that we're likely to kind of want to protect as well. I can't protect everything, right? And notice I can't do that. So here, I'm just going to pitch one of those hearts. There goes a spade. And now, honestly, I mean, I kind of want to pitch the other heart, but I think I'm going to pitch the club. And now we're going to hope we get a little end play action here. So no, we're not going to. It looks like they just have hearts to take in the ace of spades. But whatever. All we wanted to do was get to plus 600, folks, and we got there, right? That's 9 rippers, and that's why this works. I'm really interested to see the results on this, and we'll get the good thing about this. The bad thing about this tournament is you have to wait until Sunday till you get your results. The best thing, though, is that you do get a pre kind of look at this, and I'll show you right afterwards and where to find this as well. But here, I don't know. It feels like we're doing pretty good. That last board is amazing, right? We want to play no trump with these cards, right? We want to see if we can play no trump. 1 banana, 1 3-0 is this sort of hand, right? I have a solid suit. When you open a major, it can be the same thing. A lot of times you might end up just falling back into your major. But here with the minor, you're in your best contract, right? You get your best possible score, plus 600. This one. All right, 1 heart. We are going, and this is a rule of 15 situation, folks, if you're wondering. Recognize it when all 3 passes to you. So if you pass, the auction's over. In this seat, you add your total high card points, which for us is 13, plus the total number of spades in your hand, which is 3. And now you come up with 16 total. And if it's above 15, you should just open. Right? And here we're going to open a heart. Ooh, 1 spade, double, 2 spades. We have some minors, and that is exactly what that is, folks. How many points are we going to be showing? Yeah, we're good. We want to just find our fit. We love the fact that we have extra shape on this hand, and this is going to be amazing, folks. Wow. Take a look at the play on this. It's kind of fun. So we can do a bunch of things here. We can, and let's just remind me of the auction. Okay, they did raise spades. Good. So we can rough the clubs in that dummy over there. We can rough 3 clubs in our hand, right? And just kind of set up that dummy entirely. We'll lose a couple of spades. That will be a challenge to draw a lot of trump, and we might not need to rough all those clubs anyway. We can also try to set up hearts in our own hand, right? We might have entry problems, but I don't think so with this many trump and the queen of spades. So here I think we're going to kind of rely on that. The good thing is we can draw trump relatively quickly on this hand because of the number we have. And let me just remind myself of the auction as well and see what we're talking about. So 1 heart, 1 spade. All right, so what's lefty looking at over there? Well, it looks like lefty has exactly 5 spades, right? They led the king of clubs, so they have king, queen, something of clubs. We don't know how many they have. And we don't know how many points they have. They don't have the ace, king of spades, that's for sure, right? We would have seen that lead. And, I mean, we don't know really how many points they have because they are only an overcaller. So the only thing we really know is that they have king, queen of clubs likely, not the ace, king of spades, and they have 5 spades, right? That's about all we can tell. So here we're just going to play a low diamond. We're not going to try to guess this, and we guessed it properly anyway, right? Blow to the king worked out quite well. Looks like lefty's representing a singleton diamond, though. Which might be an issue for us because it might create some entry problems to our own hand. Let's think about this for a second. I mean, it's good news, bad news. When they drop the jack, now we kind of think there's something like this, right? Maybe they did have 4 clubs or something. Maybe that's why they led the king queen. We don't know anything else other than something like this in their hand, right? If this is exactly what they have. So they're either 4-3, right? Probably not in hearts, right? But they're 4 here in their club suit. If I can actually get to the right screen here, it would be beautiful. and here, we're not sure. Maybe they're even false carding, right? So at this point, I think we're just going to play the ace king of hearts first. I think we want to just get to the business, and we know we can rough high now because that jack is falling, or at least reasonably high. Right? King of hearts, low heart. We'll play that. Okay, perfect. So they were 3-3. So now we know. Lefty looks like they may in fact have had 5-4-3-1, but now it's not really going to make any difference for us, right? We can just play the queen of diamonds. Right? We're drawing trump. And there it was. There's only 1 diamond to our left, and here they can get to the business of taking some spades, but that's all they're going to get. Right? Good stuff for us. Not so good for the opponents, and we'll see the rest of their shape right now. And you see the whole hand. There it was. 5 spades, 1 diamond, 3 hearts, and 4 clubs. Okay, so this is going to look kind of weird because it's in a weird part of the screen, but I'm waiting until the pre thing comes up, and I want to show it to you. So if you just sit back and wait, when you finish, the tournament doesn't end until Saturday. I'm playing this kind of Saturday afternoon. So here I'm going to show you, here's the provisional results screen. And if I can get this down to the right level here, I guess I can't, but if I click here, it will give me my provisional results, and yeah, I had a good one. Okay. So this is a pretty good week for me. One of the better ones I've had so far. And honestly, this is also a little skewed because, as I said, a lot of the best pros are in Poland right now playing the World Championships. So this is a bigger fish for me, I guess, or I'm a bigger fish this time than I usually have. So in this case, 77.71, and you can see the ones that we did well on. I'm very happy to see that I didn't get a really good score on number 7. That's really cool because that means that a lot of you did get to 3-0 trump, or at least many of you did, and I'm happy, right? 62.3, or maybe you took even more tricks than 3-0. I'm a little worried about that too. But the rest of them, as I said, I really didn't do anything that I wouldn't have done normally in a normal game. I'm going to continue to try to play this way, and I'm going to continue to try to get these out every week. I'm going to do it this way for the near future, just because it is easier for my schedule. Doing it on like Sunday mornings, especially when I'm traveling a lot during the weekends and I kind of have normal weekends, it's difficult for me to do it. And as you can tell, I haven't done this in quite a while. I hope you're still enjoying playing and measuring up against the pros, but I'm going to try to get this out in this fashion. And then maybe next week I will kind of do a review of where everyone placed and/or some of the interesting results we saw, and then we can move forward and continue it this way. So I hope you're enjoying playing in the game, and I hope you enjoyed this drop-in by me. And I will either see you back in this game, folks, and as usual, I will leave the link where you can sign up for this game, and you can get in free to play and free to watch this video on YouTube as well. So I will leave that in the results and/or the description for you. And I'll see you in this game or on bridgelesson.com in many of the new complete guides that I have up on the site. And also the bridge quiz is starting again in the fall. And also very, very soon I will be advertising a bridge camp in early September where you guys can sharpen up those bridge skills that might have waned over the summer months with time on the golf and/or tennis courts. So I will see you guys all very soon, and best of luck in the tournaments going forward.